think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, that is caught at the 7. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Foster Moreau, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Patriots nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, his throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Patriot first down.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First down, New England.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jordan Reed, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Now Allen off the bootleg, sliding out of the... And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Off the bootleg. Allen. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On play action, Allen. This one brought in by Jefferson. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's another Bengals.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7th. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Allen again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 4 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Allen off the play fake. On the move to his left. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, New England.
Now they try the right side here. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
23 yards. First down, Patriots.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
And Mahomes going to keep it himself. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
New England on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Warner. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
He can run for it, and he will. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
And Mahomes opting to keep this one. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Bengals' 33-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
What a waste of time. Who wants my jersey? No way now!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.